Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am General Lotz, and today we're running a little late, but today we're going to be taking a look for its 10th anniversary, Doom 2016, and it didn't look quite like that back in 2016, now did it? That's sort of one of the issues when it comes to these modern games. They do like to change over time, now don't they? So yes, I was there 3,000 years ago in the midst of history when Doom 2016 was released. And, you know, I didn't know if it was going to be good, I didn't know if it was going to be bad. I hoped it would be good, but, you know, it seemed like it was unlikely. Really, we hadn't heard much from Doom when this came out, so... You know, it's one of those things that, like, when Doom 2016 came out, it had been, like, I think over a decade since Doom 3 had come out and Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil, you know, and it's just like, what would Doom look like? Now, I've already posted a full retrospective of this particular game today, so I actually did not buy this game that we're taking a look at right now. Back all the way in the midst of history, a fan named Rico Rodrigue, which is a reference to the main character from the Just Cause games, actually just randomly gifted me this game on Steam, and well, I was kind of like, I had to play it, and so I did, and my computer at the time could barely run this game. When this game shipped, it was very, very, it wasn't bad, but one of the big issues with Doom 2016 was just the fact that it was a little unstable. I think this was one of those Frankenstein builds where there was a lot of different things put into it, so some areas ran better than others.
Brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear until it is done.
Now that's a cool way to start the game. I mean, one of the things they had to do was they had to figure out what Doom was even supposed to be by this point. Because Doom, you gotta remember, Doom came out in 1993, and that was kind of all you had. Like, nobody really knew what a first-person shooter was even supposed to be back in 93. I mean, there was Wolfenstein, and then Doom. And so it's like, how much story should be in a first-person shooter? How much should story be in games in general? Then Doom 3 came out, and like, we knew more about what we were doing. Okay, so we got the blaster here. The blaster is entirely a Quake weapon, and you're never going to use it ever again unless like you're doing some kind of challenge run because you have way too much time on your hands. It's kind of neat that we got the blaster just because, you know, Quake hadn't been around. By the time this game came out, it was like over a decade since Quake 4 had come out, so... Let's see, Enad63. I don't think that Eternal went with too much story. I think the gameplay was just really boring. Doom Eternal, I think, has the worst gameplay of the entire new Doom trilogy. And here's the Praetor suit. A lot of cosplayers really like this. I thought about cosplaying as the Doom Slayer, but it just looked too uncomfortable and too hot. Now, thanks to Doom Eternal, we now know what he's seeing. We know what a Maker is now. We know what a Crucible is now. Now, one thing that never was really explained too well was like why he even needs the suit, since he's basically a demigod thanks to, you know, superhero steroids. Quake 1 Remaster. Yeah, Quake 1 Remaster is pretty good. The big problem with Doom Eternal is it's very much a movement shooter, and it gets really annoying really fast. So this is one of the elements of the story in this game that does work pretty well. You know, we can clearly see that the Doomslayer is actually intelligent, because he has to be able to read. I mean, he's not just an entire rage monster. I mean, when people talk about him being too angry to die and him being filled with rage, it's like, okay, well, there's different elements of rage. Also, people at this time said that he sounded like Optimus Prime. Samuel Hayden does not sound like Optimus Prime. He sounds like Lance Hendrickson. Him getting Doomslayer getting pissed off at that's because he knows what Dr. Samuel Hayden is actually saying. If he was a rage monster, he would know. So here's the glory kills. This is the thing I don't like about modern Doom here. The glory kill, and they fix it in Doom the Dark Ages. People hate Doom Dark Ages, but I like it because I'm a fucking lunatic. I like Doom the Dark Ages because it doesn't take this long for the animation to play out. Doom Eternal is all about the bloody gory kills, especially with that chainsaw. This is like my second favorite of the trilogy. With I think Dark Ages might be my favorite. I made it to the halfway point of the first level, the first DLC. Yeah, Doom Tag 1, really, really annoying. Tag 1 is ridiculously annoying. I didn't beat it either, because they add too much stuff. Now, I will say that Dark Ages adds too much stuff. This game adds too much crap. Like, the glory kills really should have been an optional sort of thing. We got the Gore Nest. The Gore Nest never really was a big thing. It was like, it doesn't stop the enemies from spawning. The only thing, I think the Gore Nest must have had some sort of greater significance in a previous build, and they just kind of left it. Because, like, okay, we grab the little Gore Nest heart, it disappears, and then the monsters spawn in. You would think it would make more sense to have to destroy the Gore Nest to stop them from spawning in. But, whatever. So yeah, since the glory kill system is what this game is based around, the guns feel really weak, the shotgun sounds really weak. Like, the question I ask in the retrospective is like, is this really even a first-person shooter, since core gameplay is based around a melee finisher? Doom Eternal had a lot of hype for it, and I thought I liked it, but it's not a game I could ever really go back to, especially at this point. I would go back to it just for content, but not for fun. Whereas I can actually have fun with this, even if it is, to me, this game here just feels a little boring. But I have put over 100 hours into it, so yeah. But like, you compare this to say like a Quake 2, you know, or the original Doom, it's a little too slow. Just because you're constantly stopping and punching, you know, demons in the face. Now we're gonna actually get through the intro cutscene here, and then we're gonna move on to a previous save where I have everything unlocked, because why not? I also mentioned in the retrospective that the story feels a little too focus groupy. They're just it's a little too slick. Grinded the costumes. I only wanted one costume, and that was the original Doom Slayer, or original Doom guy suit, which I think looks pretty good in modern graphics. Oh, I'm sure, Dr. Sammy. I love this part right here. There's that Mick Gordon. I didn't even know the name Mick Gordon. I never heard of Mick Gordon until this game. Like, I had no idea he was the guy who did the music for Wolfenstein New Order, and I didn't really pay that much attention to Mick Gordon until a bit after. Oh yeah, this game also has multiplayer and snap map. Nobody cares about either one of those. I assume there are people who went nuts. We can just do Hurt Me Plenty since we're streaming. Alright, now this should be what I think this is the initial Mars part. Now when you go to the level select, I don't think you get the intro cutscene, which is why we started a whole new campaign. The Predator Blade and Soldier Cannon were kind of cool, but I'll tell you, like, having to deal with like the flame belch and the grenade launcher, that being core parts of the gameplay, was also really annoying. Gundam I found reverse lower legs. Oh man, that's got to be really annoying. You get a model halfway built and you realize you fucked up. Yeah, that's happened to me on occasion. And hello, Neji. The thing about the game is, it just feels too slick. It feels like they knew what they were doing. I know that sounds kind of silly, but I kind of liked the old, you know, kind of crazy stuff, where like they would kind of make shit up as they were going along, or like they would have like really creative ideas. Talking about creative shit that you would never really see today, I rewatched Osmosis Jones. That is such a weird show. A buddy cop movie inside of Bill Murray's body. Like, that couldn't be done today because that's not a slick idea. That's not focus group to death. But I can see why Doom here, the modern day Doom, did so well is because it really is slick. Everything kind of makes sense. You know, they made Doomslayer make a lot more sense. You know, like he's this, you know, Captain America demigod guy. It works. It works. But I will say that probably the only way this game got super successful was that Mick Gordon soundtrack. Because, like, we hadn't heard a soundtrack that good in years by that point. I mean, there was a time when music was every bit as important as, you know, the gameplay and the graphics and everything. And you wouldn't believe this game is 10 years old. It's, like, aged really, really well. It was all the way built. Fortunately, it took maybe 10 minutes to correct. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, it was all the way built. Okay. Yeah, Predator Concrete Jungle is a classic. Kit Bash Gundam Macross and Armored Core. Oh my god. But like the art style for this is just, it's kind of generic, but it's polished, I guess. Things kind of follow a certain kind of logic, although it's the generic logic. I gotta try to find a way to explain that better. It's like, it's generic logic. Oh yeah, we got the little toys that you can find. That's persisted throughout the entire franchise. Although in Doom the Dark Ages, it's a little hard to find the little collectibles. Not that I really go out of my way to try to find them. Wasn't that great when compared to Doom? Too much cutscenes and talking. I actually disagree. I like the New Order a bit more than this because it has more actual shooting. Since there's no glory killing or anything, you're actually shooting at enemies that can shoot back. But I will say this game does have the superior soundtrack. I feel like Wolfenstein New Order is the more complete game because, like, you have a concrete villain, you have a concrete plot, and you actually are doing something kind of legitimate, whereas this is, you're just kind of going through the motions. This is just your typical Doom plot, whereas, you know, you're actually taking down, you know, Death's Head, you're actually advancing something. I kind of like they were kind of ballsy in Wolfenstein The New Order where, like, BJ dies at the end. They should have kept him dead, but whatever. Whereas this, it's just like Doomslayer does what he does. It's fine, because it's Doom. It's not supposed to be that, you know, it's not supposed to be overly complicated, but still. I need to change that back to a regular grenade. And yeah, exactly. They don't do anything risky or cool in this. It is just what you'd expect. Tag was an obvious downgrade. Yeah. Once Mick Gordon left the franchise, the music is not as good. Doom the Dark Ages music is very generic in comparison to Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal does have the superior soundtrack to Doom 2016. There's a lot of really good tracks in this game, but Doom Eternal's, you know, like Cultist Bass, you know, the Wee Woo song, that is like probably, and I hate to say this, despite being a old school fan of Doom, I would say that Wee Woo song is most likely the best song in all of Doom. Like, that is the best. Even when compared to the original soundtrack, it's just, there's something special about Cultist Bass. There's something special about it, you know? Blood. Yeah, Old Blood is really good. Wolfenstein kind of fell off the quality wagon, though, pretty quick, just because, all the Doom games, the new Doom games, are at least playable. That's the main thing. Like, as much as I hate Doom Eternal, it's not because it's bad, it's just because I don't like it. And so, like, they made a movement shooter, and I don't like movement shooters, and so, yeah, whereas New Colossus is just annoying. Like, that is a legitimately bad plot. Like, it's not good. Even though the gameplay is still mostly playable. That god-awful, that terrible Youngblood is literally unplayable. Like, it is not a playable game. And, like, the story is the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Like, I'd almost play Dustborn over that. Actually, no, I wouldn't, but... Whereas, you know, I'd play Tag 2 and Tag 1, despite being overly difficult, are at least games that you'd want to play for more than 5 seconds without gouging out your own eyes. The Space Marine FPS should play like Doom 2016. A Space Marine FPS would be really, really nice. I'm surprised such a thing has never been made. And yeah, you could have glory kills that are very infrequent, kind of like Brutal Doom, where like it's completely and totally optional, and it should be optional. Slayer's Testaments, the Doom demake mod for Quake 1 does that. You can turn them off. And Dark Ages kind of does that. With Dark Ages, when you do a glory kill, it is a really quick animation. All that happens is Doomslayer punches him in the face and you move on. And it's not nearly as annoying as this is, and especially Eternal. Eternal's a lot worse though, because at least when you beat up enemies, you get ammo, whereas you do not in Doom Eternal. That's the worst part of it. Worst part about Doom Eternal. Another Gundam model. I want to get the Master's Reed Virtue. Huh. I'm not that familiar with Gundam, just because I've only watched Gundam 79 and a little bit of Gundam Wing, and some of Gundam the 08th Squadron. The thing about Doom here, we got Medic. He's here to rip and tear.
That's right. You've got big guts.
Or he's gonna mend and sew or something like that. Mend can buy us.
That shit. I ain't mending shit.
Didn't get much further than the intro of New Colossus. Yeah, you're not missing much. All you're gonna see is wokey woke. Ooh, that was something I wanted to talk about. That wasn't the worst though. I could live with that. It's just when you get like the hippies,
no,
you know.
I don't mind the wheelchair. I mind him being emasculated, being made to give up, like saying how, oh, I can't go on, I'm worthless. That's not BJ.
Oh, I don't remember that, so I haven't played it since it came out.
I do.
So the fact this game's go on.
He's turned into a fucking punching bag in his own game.
I must have just like blocked that out. I must have repressed that memory.
Oh, is it brutal?
I repressed that memory.
I'll tell you after the stream.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
All right, let's go to resource operations. So, the thing about it is that you got to consider, though, this game came out in 2016, just as we were entering peak woke. So, the fact there's no wokiness in this Eternal or Dark Ages is pretty amazing when you think about it. So, it's one of those things that you realize we're pretty lucky with that. Vega? I wonder if he's the Never mind. Yeah, BJ's daughters are not going to turn out like your typical Los Angeles Canuts. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's just annoying. Like, I refunded that game within an hour. Like, I would rather play Extreme Paint Brawl than play Youngblood. I would rather die in agony. No, we're not going to say that. I'm not going to go that far. But, yeah, like, that's something I was thinking about the other day. You ever think about, like, the peak woke era, Medic?
All the time.
Like, some of the shit that went down during this time period, like, I don't know what made me think of it the other day, but, like, there was a sportscaster for ESPN that got fired because his name was Robert Lee.
I remember that. I do remember that. Yeah, he got fired over his fucking name.
Yeah, and he was an Asian guy from, like, Cambodia or something. It's like, really? Just because his name is Robert Lee? And then, of course, there was, oh yeah, that reminds me. I saw a random, video talking about this bread tuber that said that if he went back in time to the 1700s, he'd give muskets to all the natives so they could wipe out every single man, woman, and child. It's like, maybe you should have just stuck with all the men and not say the children too, because you sound like a fucking psycho. But then again, bread tubers are all fucking psychos. So, bread tubers, man. Let's see, I just got the final boss of Youngblood and I just uninstalled it. Like, some of those things, like the new weapons, upgrades, and abilities still. I just couldn't stand the characters in that, and yeah. I was actually kind of excited about Youngblood, to be honest. I thought Youngblood might be good because of the co-op aspect, but it was not good. It was not. But yeah, like all that peak wokeness, like can you imagine that there was a time when somebody could say they wanted to abolish certain things? You know what I'm thinking about? Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yes.
I mean, like, how do you get away with that? Oh, where the hell
Are
is
we
that?
talking about? Are we talking about abolishing things that begin with 2A?
No, abolishing a certain color of people that they were very proud to say. No.
Okay. Well, let me try to think how I can word this. Vanilla or chocolate?
And they were saying they wanted to abolish vanilla ice cream. Remember that? They were saying that all the time around 2016. It was crazy.
Yes, I do. And I actually heard somebody make a really good point about that. Abolish the flavor that did more for the entire fucking world to make all flavors equal.
Yeah, but it's not like they were even thinking that far ahead. They just knew the skin color was bad and that was it. It's crazy to think. Like, if you were to tell normal people this stuff, they wouldn't believe you. It's that ridiculous.
Yes.
But that's
I even said to my, like, who would believe, like, if I would have said in 1996, 20 years before, that it would be acceptable to say that this group is bad because of nothing other than their characteristics, they wouldn't believe me.
Yeah.
They would say there's no way we're too progressive. We progressed too far.
Nope.
Or that every mainstream organization would pick it up, every company, every mom and pop shop, and if you push back against it, you would be persona non grata.
Yeah. That's one of those things we gotta like really appreciate that even though Doom the Dark Ages didn't really impress too many people, although I like it, at least they didn't go woke like Halo, where they had like the illegal immigrant Spartans. Like, what? What?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm so sick of virtue signal, like, hand-holding bullshit.
So, yeah, like, yeah, Ghostbusters 2016. I've heard that Ghostbusters 2016 is not that bad. That it's mainly bad because of the improv. But I'm not going to sit through feminist blisters. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like, maybe it's not that bad, but... And yeah, I'm doing good, Dummy Yogi. Yeah, my PC, despite being 6 years old now, well, no, I take that back. It's not the graphics card is 6 years old, but the processor's new. Despite the graphics card being 6 years old, it still runs Doom the Dark Ages at 60 FPS, but it's on all low and 1080p, so yeah, it runs. That's the important thing. My biggest complaint about the modern day Dooms is, at least in this game and Doom Eternal, the weapons feel so weak. I mean, I know the gameplay looks cool, but when you're playing it, you don't really feel that strong, I guess is the best way to put it. You just feel like you're smacking around like plastic action figures almost. And I got killed by a door. Oh yeah, you could not do a Soviet version of Wolfenstein. That could never happen. You go to jail for even thinking about it. So... But I don't think there's ever been a bad Doom game, though. So, once again, say what you will about Doom Eternal, but it is playable, even if you don't like it. But, like, has there ever been a bad Doom game? Like, an actual official release? Because I can't think of one. Like, legitimately bad or unplayable. Was there a Gamecom Doom game? Maybe that one was bad.
There might be. I know there was a Doom Tiger handheld.
Okay, maybe that one's bad. Maybe that's the bad Doom. But, like... No, I take that back. There is one bad version of Doom, and that is... Can you crouch in this game? You never really crouch much in this game, so I can't remember. There's one bad version of Doom, and that's for the 3DO. But that's not the fault of the programmer. Because they gave that guy... Uh-oh. Can't say that. But they gave that guy like 3 weeks to do it, and he was able to turn out a game that still ran, I guess. I played it. So the reason I say that guy is because he decided to get some surgery, and you're supposed to... Never mind. That guy. Even the cell phone RPG is good? Nice. No Gamecom Doom game, alright. A fan who had a lot of friends that are harder fans. Evil Dead Rise got caught up in the anti-woke backlash. Huh. Yeah, Doom 3 is, in my opinion, the best Doom game. The best. I would... If Doom 3 were a girl, I would marry it. So,
without
yeah.
the flashlight mod?
Maybe. I don't even need a flashlight. You just toggle it, man. All you got... That's half the... You don't need a flashlight mod for Doom 3. That's half the atmosphere is bringing it up.
You know...
You gotta get it up.
I've toggled many girls in my day.
Yeah, you know, that's half the fun.
I love pushing F repeatedly.
Oh, yes. Doom 64 is a game that's not my favorite. I'll stream that one day. My problem with Doom 64 is just the levels. I only played it once or twice back in the 90s. I never owned it. I never owned Quake 2 64 or Duke 64, but that's just because I thought they were like the same as the PC versions at the time. And so it's like, well, if I had the PC versions, why would I get the N64 versions? Harrison Bergeron. Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. Wretched is a cool Doom 3 style game. Yeah, I have that. I just never got around to playing it though. And see, like, one of the other issues I kind of have with Doom 2016 here is the arenas. They're not as obnoxious as Doom Eternals. Thankfully, Doom the Dark Ages is basically like, if you hate Doom Eternal, you'll like Doom the Dark Ages because it kind of fixes this gameplay because it makes the weapons a little better. Now, I can't stream Doom the Dark Ages. I don't have a powerful enough computer to do that, but I will definitely review it at some point. I still have to actually beat it. It's one of those issues where, like, as an adult, you can't just play a game for, you know, 4 or 5 hours a day. It sucks, but it's what it is. Internet will do that. Oh yeah, Cyrus, I mentioned that, like, yeah, you could not do a Soviet version of Wolfenstein. You get in trouble for that. New Doom is just combat arenas. Yeah, it very much is that. I prefer regular levels, but we don't really get that. That's one of the other things I liked about Wolfenstein: The New Order is they were just levels. It was just regular levels. Now, Medic, did you ever play Doom 2016?
Yes. Completed it.
Wait, did you say you liked it or hated it?
I completed it, and I fucking loved it.
Okay, good. Do you rate this game higher or lower than Wolfenstein New Order?
Lockdown disengaged.
She-Ra and Voltron. Ugh. Honestly, I never cared for either one. I just could not get into Doom 64. Those levels just get so confusing. And yeah, I like New Order more than this, just because I really like the characters in that. Now, the reason we're not picking up anything from the drones here is because we're playing my completed playthrough, so we can get through a lot of the game really fast because I've unlocked everything. Oh my god! It's the zombies, the Zambambos. Now, I guess one other potentially really bad Doom game is there is a VR Doom based on Doom 2016 here. I don't know how good or how bad it is, but the Steam reviews aren't that positive for it. I think you play like a robot or something in it, but not being a VR gamer, I've never played it. And I just prefer actual levels to arenas. And thankfully, this is not nearly as bad as Painkiller. I like Painkiller. I haven't played it in like over a decade now, but Painkiller was really bad about its arenas. Like, the arenas took forever. I like the base Doom 3 over the BFG edition. There's a video that's kind of like lost media now, where I was shitting on the BFG edition, saying like it's inferior to the original PC version. I don't agree with that video anymore, because the BFG edition is necessary to get more players to play the game. Because not everybody wants to mod everything like I do. So, I will allow the console players to play the greatness of Doom 3, and technically I'd be a hypocrite anyway, because I didn't play Doom 3 on PC until like 2010. Because I didn't have a PC that could run it, so I played it on the original Xbox, which is still my favorite version of the game. And arguably, Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil is better on the Xbox because you get a flashlight attached to your pistol. But yeah, Doom 3 is still my favorite. I like the weapons. I like the enemies. I like the fact that it's much more, you know, early 2000s, like, edginess. Whereas this is very safe 2010s non-edge. Let's see. Painkiller is just Serious Sam but Gothic. I can kind of agree with that, although they have giant bosses. My grandfather was a big fan of Painkiller. I showed this game to my grandfather as well, and he kind of liked this game, but never really beat it. And the Intel NUC I got him could barely run it, but it still ran mostly. This game has remarkably high system requirements. Like, this game was not well optimized at launch. Like, it was not an easy game to play. Whereas Doom Eternal and Dark Ages run really good. I mean, I will say that about Doom Eternal. It runs pretty bloody good compared to this game. Because I was able to get 60 FPS on like a... What did I run that on back in 2020? I think I ran that on like a GTX 960 or 70 or something, and it ran remarkably well on such an old card. Huge monster closets can weird occasional levels under 3. I don't know. I like the monster closets though, and I like the levels, so I don't know. I mean, like, it might make it a little less distinct. Hey, Medic, are you still there? Or did you drop?
Of course I'm still here.
Oh, you're just kind of quiet. I don't know. I can't tell if you dropped or not.
No, you were just vibing, so I was like, I'm not gonna interrupt.
All right. You beat that on a laptop and it ran at 15 FPS? Oh my god, I don't feel so bad now.
First Half-Life on my piece of shit computer that ran at 8.
Oh man, that's not fun. Can you imagine Half-Life being hard to run though? I mean, that just goes to show you how much technology has changed. Oh, come on, Doom Guy. Hit the thing. I'm just like smacking the console. Oh, you gotta get his hand. Okay. You cannot push a button if you rip his hand off. A former Crytek developer worked on this game? Okay, that makes sense. Oh man, Crysis. Can it run it? Hell yeah, I could. On medium and on 1280 by 760, 1200 by 600 or something like that. It was like not even HD, but I was happy to run it. Yeah, Silver Wings, we gave him a hand. I think it has. It still kind of runs a little crappy when I'm streaming it though. I had to change this from Vulkan to OpenGL, otherwise it wouldn't work at all. So, you know, this game was never that well optimized. Oh yeah, everybody, give a special thanks to Medic, because I was actually not gonna stream tonight. He was like, come on, you gotta do it. And I was like, oh god, fine. And so
oh yes, that's right. Yes, thank me. I ended up guilt tripping him because he's like, oh, I'm not streaming tonight. I'm like, fuck you, I canceled everything for today.
Like, so, yeah. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, so.
I like how you politely made it sound like I said, oh, come on. No, it's more like, oh, come on. I fucking canceled all my shit.
I was giving you I was glazing you in the good way. I was like saying like,
that's all right. I've been glazed enough in my life.
Oh my, that's... Uh-oh. Destiny like that.
It's usually shit frosting, but I've been plenty glazed.
The Assassin's Creed movie came out. Oh, I remember that. Oh my god. Okay, so I watched that movie at the absolute worst time of my life, and I can tell you, that movie made my life look good. Like, oh my god, that movie was bad. 2 hours in, and the plot no, an hour and a half in, and the plot hadn't even started. And yet, people liked that movie. People liked it. Why? It's like Japan and their enjoyment of those Resident Alice movies. It's like, why, Japan? Why? You're supposed to be smarter than that. We're the Baka Gaijin.
What is a bucket of gaijin anyway?
I don't know. Somebody from New York, I guess. I could make worse jokes about New York, but can't because I don't want to be unemployable. So, all I can say is, never mind. Redacted. This game has a 10th... Shadow Warrior has a 30th anniversary today? Oh man, I gotta stream that soon. I did not know that it was the 30th anniversary of Shadow Warrior. Man, that makes me feel old. Now, Gramps was a big fan of Shadow Warrior. He played the shit out of that game back then. And I put it on his Intel NUC as well. And yes, my grandfather would sometimes randomly say, like, who wants us some Lang? Oh man, the Shadow Warrior remake isn't bad, but it's not that great either. It relies too much on arenas. And yeah, Crysis is a genuinely fun game to play. I liked it a lot back in the old days. Played the shit out of it. I forgot that Assassin's Creed had a movie. It even had a whole series of novelizations, which I've not read. Yeah, right now I'm still blasting through that Harry Turtledove book about the Mars that actually supports life, and they're all like space squids. It's pretty good. I haven't played Shadow Warrior in a long time, so I don't know how I feel about it compared to Duke 3D. But, you know, the Godzilla 1998 with Matthew Broderick is overhated for what it is, but you can still kind of hate it because there was a potential movie that could have come out in 1993 that was going to have Stan Winston designing the monster. There was actually a fan-created graphic novel where, like, there's this government agent that's trying to stop Godzilla that's modeled to look like Robert Patrick. T-1000 versus Godzilla. Oh, don't remind me of that Halo TV show. That has got to be the worst pile of shit I've ever seen.
You know, if the T-1000 and Godzilla did go toe-to-toe, T-1000 would fucking win.
Potentially. It depends on the Godzilla. Because the T-1000 could, like, liquid metal through his, like, nose or something and, like, stab him in the brain.
Yep. Yep.
But if he has a healing factor, he can just heal from that shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, he could literally just be like, hi, I'm inside, you dead.
Go, go, Godzilla. That is actually a legitimately good song, though.
Oh, no. There goes Tokyo.
Yep. You do
Oh, that's so fucking perfect. That's so perfect. I said that to you right as the playback of Go Go Godzilla played in my headset.
Nice. It's like we planned it
Bro,
that way.
couldn't have been more perfect.
And Cyrus, just buy some components off of eBay. They're going to be used. Like, get a corporate PC that they, you know, junked, and just work off of that. And that'll get you close to being able. You'll be able to play a game like this easy. Now you're not going to play Doom: The Dark Ages on that, but you'll be able to play most of the games you want to play. Terminator: Dark Fate. Blech. The 2017 Power Rangers movie, I got a soft spot for. But I'll tell you this. I watched that movie with one of my exes, right? and I remember her review of it wasn't bad, let us never watch it again. It's not the worst. I kind of like it. So, this was the level that we saw in the trailer for the game. And yeah, this still looks pretty good, even today. Like, graphics have plateaued, and this level still looks pretty great. I mean, I quite like the Foundry level. Even if it is just destroy 3 gore nests. I mean, it's your typical FPS objectives. How about that Jandabot? The cast from Twister was going to be in it? Huh. Oh, Twister. You know, they made a Twister sequel called Twisters. I don't know. Twister was always kind of a funny movie when you think about it. It's like anthropomorphic wind patterns. It's like, oh no, not the wind! Not the wind! Smack him. Yes, Doomslayer. It's a key. Looks like Quake 2 made by AAA. Yes, I would like that a lot. It's kind of interesting to think, though. This came out on Xbone, but Wolfenstein: The New Order came out on the Xbone and the Xbox 360, so one would imagine that the 360 could be able to run this. I wonder why they didn't do it, though. I guess they wanted more people transitioning to the Xbone at the time. Medic,
this was on the PS3 as well.
You sure this was on PS3? Or was it PS4?
Yeah, because PS3 had a copy, but it was like watered down. The same with Wolfenstein.
Okay.
I think it was locked at 30 frames per second, and a couple of visuals were toned down, so I'm pretty sure there might have been a 360 port of it.
Okay, I just remember the bone one. I don't know what Xbox we're at now. Are we still on the Xbone, or are we on something else? Because I don't do consoles anymore, because, well, PC does what console don't.
I don't know.
Wealthy PC nobleman. You know, in 40K, computers are illegal. If you want, like, some kind of computer device, you have to have, like, a brain in it. Yes, really. It uses brain tissue to, like, run, like, programs. So, like, if you wanted to upgrade your computer, would you, like, get a new brain? Like, you go from, like, a dog brain to, like, a cat brain, or, like a wildebeest brain.
Like some black market, like, brain harvesting for PC gamers. No wonder Ready Player One was so dystopian.
Yeah. Although, not... I could make so many bad jokes about that, but won't. Like... Let's put it this way, you do not want to get the brains that come from a college. Just saying. You want to avoid those brains.
No. Oh my god, the only game you'd be playing is, like, Dustborn.
Yeah. Xbox Series X. Okay. Alien Isolation came out on 360. Okay. Man, Alien Isolation is 12 years old now.
Yes, it is. And
okay, I gotta tell you something.
Better than half the shit made today.
Correct, more than half. So I gotta tell you something really
Even
wholesome.
with the visual jank.
You consider, like, I'll tell you the wholesome thing in a minute, but, like, consider that, like, Alien Isolation, I know it doesn't look that great, but the people who made Alien Isolation originally just made strategy games. They were the guys that did Total War Rome.
Oh yeah, that's right. They only ever made, like, top-down, like, strategy.
Yeah, so the fact they made a good, like, survival horror game at all is pretty nice.
Creative Assembly.
Yep, that's the one.
Or CAC, as they call themselves.
Yep. I mean, that's not suggestive.
You know, I love that name.
Well, see, Neji, we just kind of make fun of college students because they're all crazy, but I mean, I have a college degree myself, so...
I bucked that trend.
Well, like, going to college used to be a big accomplishment. You used to be able to get something out of it, but then, you know, it became, you know, underwater basket weaving and gender studies, and thus became absolutely worthless. So, it wasn't always bad.
I was what you call big dumb idiot that can swing heavy objects, so therefore why I need college.
Well, I mean, but you didn't become a medic, so like you had to be fairly educated and fairly intelligent to do that. So.
Yeah, I guess in a sense you could say that, but most of my training was on-site stuff. Like, I didn't go to school to become a, you know, a first responder. It's not like there's I mean, there is a class that you take, but it's not like, you know, an accredited, like, college course.
You don't have to take, you know, gender studies to be able to, like...
No. And they don't force you to take a bullshit elective course like a language. Which, I'm sorry, that's a fucking scam. If you want to go to school to be a doctor, you should just have to go to get the classes that want you to be a doctor. You shouldn't have to take, like, a literary course, like, as you know, like, as mandatory. Like, well, you need these extra credits. Like, that's just another way to get you to spend more money.
Yep, this is true. I mean, like, you don't need, like, literary criticism or art.
No, you don't.
The justification
and don't even get me started on the fact that if you want books, every year you need to get a new book because they change the order of the pages so that your old book is never the one that you can use. You always have to get the new book.
Yep.
$500 a book. What a scam. It's going to be obsolete the next year, by the way, so it ain't like you can even use it.
It is ridiculous. And hello, Snap Ninja. But the wholesome thing I saw today, I was out on a walk. Also, it's fucking hot already, and it's just May.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. I'm sitting here freezing my nuts off.
I'd rather be. Well, maybe not, but no, there's an actual ice cream man in the neighborhood. Like, I thought they were all gone thanks to COVID. And there were chillins buying some ice cream from the ice cream man. I don't care if the ice cream is like garbage. The fact that the ice cream man still exists, because like, you know, back when we were kids, like that was a big deal to see the ice cream man show up. You know.
There's no way you just said that.
What?
No way you literally just said that.
Said what?
I was just having, I swear on my life, I was just having this conversation yesterday when the ice cream truck drove by. And how happy I am that the ice cream truck still is a thing.
Hey, you know, great minds.
That was such a staple of my childhood, hearing that stupid jingle and all the kids come running with like $1.
Yep. I mean, like I don't even care if the ice cream is shitty. It's like, that's something, a lot of the good stuff is no longer around for the chillins. At least let them have some fucking ice cream. Or the ice cream-like substance. But
so,
it was...
You'll find this hysterical. Where I grew up, and to this day, he's still around, by the way. Good Time Charlie is his name. At 10 o'clock at night, he would come through our neighborhood. And this is in the city of Pittsburgh. And... you know, you would get your ice cream at 10 o'clock, and then for some reason, at 2 a.m., he would come back through the same neighborhood. A lot of ice cream lovers at 2 a.m., don't you think?
Wait, that is very odd. I guess he must have been selling something else.
I wonder what he was selling.
Yeah, I think it's probably more like the nose cream.
Everybody knows what kind of cream that was.
Oh my!
I mean, it's so obvious, but no one ever said shit because he never caused a problem. He was the friendly neighborhood ice cream guy that just happened to have a secret menu.
Because you have to be over.
But I'm not even kidding. The cops never even fucked with him.
Wow.
And if I was a kid and I knew what he was doing, there ain't no way that the adults didn't know.
So, yeah, I mean, that is kind of hilarious. Don't fall!
Fucking love Charlie.
He's got to be 210 years old now, though. Must be.
Was that your wholesome thing, by the way?
Yeah, the fact that Ice Cream Man was in the neighborhood and the chillins were buying it.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of like they ruined McDonald's because it's made out of like red slime number 5, and I could see, the thing is, I would make much more raunchy jokes. They're not even that much raunchier than I already do, but like I could make a joke about like where that meat comes from. But we'll just leave it with.
Wendy's has had the earthworm burgers myth.
I did not know that. I'm glad I don't go to Wendy's.
Ben, in the 90s, because they used square patties, they used to say, "Oh, it's earthworms," and people fucking believed it because, like, you know, no internet.
Yeah, 11 at night. Wow. Yeah, we don't have that here. This is still a nice, wholesome Texas neighborhood, so. It's
See,
still
Anthony Jordan gets it.
It's a nice, wholesome Texas neighborhood. Ice Cream Man movie in 2026. All shall fear the Ice Cream Man. Oh crap, I gotta remember where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I think I know where that door is. I think. This level is just big enough that I kind of forget where I'm supposed to go in it. I can always get like the first 2 doors done, and then it's like, oh yeah, where's the other one?
All right.
There
My
it is.
Instagram decided to open.
But Instaman, I've never used Instagram in my life. So green is people.
If it wasn't for a certain thing going on Instagram right now, I wouldn't be on it.
No. I mean, I gotta tell you, like, I just... it's an app I've had no interest or need for. Oh yeah, we gotta do like the gas leak, okay. I like how all the humans in this game are utterly worthless. Oh yeah, we're trying to find that guy's arm, okay. Now I remember. Is that his arm? Yeah, there it is. Just rip it off. Rip and tear. And Gramps used to unironically say that to me, like, whenever I'd eat like a steak or something. Just rip and tear like a barbarian. Oh yeah, banned books. That is the thing that happens. Like, they did that to one of those, what was it? I think it was like the guy, you know, the Cat in the Hat guy. Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, they banned one of his books because it was, you know, insensitive or something. That was also a peak woke thing. And eBay stopped selling them, but this is why it's wise to always get the e-versions and back up, back up, back up. Gonna have some backpack order slips. And only those from Houston know what a backpack order slip even means. It's a secret meme. Oh yeah, Ready Player One. I still need to watch that movie. I've watched a little bit of it. But it is aggressively nostalgia bait. I know that.
Yes.
Like I'll tell you this though, the girl in it, the one that's like supposed to be disfigured but has like the sexy scar, that is definitely my type.
Sexy scar?
Yeah, that girl is definitely my... I like how she's like, I'm so ugly, and yet she's like hot, you know? It's like, of course.
Oh yeah. I hate that about like the woke, is where they find like scarring or like stuff like that attractive, because it can be, don't get me wrong, but like they act like that little scar is like the biggest like character like like that's her biggest like defect. Like, oh, for Christ's sake.
I mean, I guess if she's from like Central California. And yeah, Gramps was the greatest. But yeah, you want physical versions as well, Silverwings, but the thing is, like, physical versions can degrade over time, whereas if you have like the data file, you don't have to worry about that. 90s Doom comic. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was so disappointed when I read the Doom comic though. I thought it'd be like the books. Cause I'm a fucking lunatic. It's like, oh, it'll be like the book. No, it's not taken that seriously. I like the Doom books, damn it. I like Flynn Taggart and Arlene Sanders. When I learned those existed, I was like, oh my god, it's Doom, but like, it's a story. And the books follow the games, except for the fact that the demons are actually aliens. I'd have to look at the publication dates, but it kind of looks like the writers were inspired by Harry Turtledove, because the aliens act a lot like the aliens in Harry Turtledove. This novel.
You have a text.
All right, 1 second. Ready Player 2. Oh, yeah, I'm still waiting for the thing to come in.
Yeah, I know. The only reason why Instagram's even still a thing for me.
Yeah, I just never did the Insta thing. That's the thing. Like, I've never. I don't use social media. I like to use YouTube to, like, you know, make videos because it's fun. But like, I don't do the, you know, posty nonsense.
Well, when you see this, you'll understand why I keep mine around.
Yeah,
oh,
I can see.
Can I vent to your audience for a second?
Go for it.
All right,
Venti.
listen, you little fuckers. I'm mad at all of you. I am so mad at all of you.
Uh-oh. I didn't know you were going to do that. I'm going to get cancer
I went on an almost 2-month hiatus of feeling like shit. And the entire time that I've been away, I have gained more subs than I've gained from actually streaming on a regular basis. And you little fuckers have left me at 599 subs for the last 2 weeks.
Welcome to
Can
my
I
world.
please get one of you little fuckers to please click the sub button so I can get to 600?
Welcome to my world.
Every day I see that 599, I'm like, Christ, I'm a loser.
You'll win one day. Like,
How
welcome
do
to
I
my
get
world.
more subs doing nothing than when I actively create content for you fucks?
I just want to remind you, the most popular videos are going to be people going to Walmart with their kids, people buying clothes, people putting on makeup, drama, and people pointing a camera at their cats. So, yeah.
My best video by a metric ton on my channel was a video I recorded using my cell phone off of my TV. It's bootleg as hell, but god damn if it didn't do gangbuster numbers.
I mean, welcome to the internet. It's shitty, but it's what it is.
Then I sit down and I decide to edit one day and I make everything look nice and proper with an intro and an outro. 6 views.
Yep, welcome to my world. Welcome to my life. Let's see. Olivia Newton-John.
Authorization. Olivia Pierce. Alpha 4. 0.
And you're right, Cyrus. Finally got the Gundam Seed and Freedom movie after 2 years. I have not watched any of those Gundam things, except for like the Gundam 79 and some Gundam Wing. Right now I'm watching Legend of the Galactic Heroes, which is an obscure Japanimation movie series and TV series based on some books. It's not bad. It's got some cool characters. Reminds me why I like Freedom and not Monarchy, because like the main character's like sister gets sold as a concubine to the emperor. It's like, yeah, we like freedom around here. And yes, Alexis, back in 2016, it was a gift from Rico Rodrigue. That was the guy's name. It's based on the character from Just Cause 2. Yeah, back in 2016, I had no dollars and even less cents. And the computer barely ran it, but you know what? I streamed it anyway. I think I ran it like it... Wait a second.
Crisis?
No, this game. It was gifted to me by a fan named Rico Rodrigue. He's a fan. I guess he's a fan of Just Cause 2.
Yeah, Just Cause used to be a blast.
Yeah. But yeah, he gifted me that on launch day, and so I streamed it, and it barely ran. I'm talking barely ran. Like, it was chugging like you wouldn't believe. But see, since I'm playing my fully upgraded Doomslayer, I'm just blasting through level after level. We've been going an hour, and we blasted through all these levels like it was nothing.
That you did.
You think I played this game once or twice?
You know, I get a lot of shit when I stream because I usually do like New Game Pluses. But there is something really fun about just saying fuck it, we're playing as an OP bastard, and I don't get like I get there are people that love to play hardest difficulty, no new game, you know, base weapons. But sometimes you just want to roll in with the rocket launcher and just wreak fucking havoc.
Exactly. I think we blasted through like maybe 3 or 4 levels at this point. It takes a lot longer when you aren't like... Because like the double jump in this game, you don't get that until a bit later. And it's very useful. I think you start out with the double jump in Doom Eternal though. Yeah, I'm gonna still stream on Saturday. No, I'm not gonna stream on Saturday. I might stream on Sunday though, because I have a Comic-Con I'm gonna go to on Saturday. And if I'm lucky, I'll be too busy on Saturday night to stream. We'll just have to see.
Wait, Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Are you still trying to find that for that missed love?
Yes. I don't give up easy.
You know, I wouldn't. Maybe there's a part of me that is still seeking a missed connection from like 20 years ago, still too. So don't feel bad. I'm
Yeah,
20 years out, and I'm still praying one day I run into her.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, it's just a little local con. It's actually free to get in, but you know what? The little free cons are the most fun. I'm gonna be dressing up as a Commander Shepard. There's no one better than Commander Shepard.
Are you dressing up as Claudia Black?
No, and it was actually Jennifer Hale that voiced Fem Shep, but
Jennifer
no.
Hale? No!
Yeah, it was
She
Jennifer
did
Hale.
fucking Rose.
Who?
Rose from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, I was thinking more Bastila Shan from the much better KOTOR 1.
Jack, do you know what tomorrow is?
Sunday.
Oh, that's all she did in Metal Gear Solid 2 was remind Jack that, you know, tomorrow is April 30th, their anniversary.
Oh.
Oh, and as if the Titanic themes weren't on point. Jack and Rose.
Ah, yes, the old Titanic, which I've never seen.
Yes, that's right. Did you know, a fun fact, that the Titanic, despite, you know, sinking, it was built so fucking well that the original swimming pool is still full of water?
Meh. See, my first thought was like, oh, it must be caught in like some sort of like air gap or something. Like, oh, I know what you mean now. It's like I overthought that.
I'm a sassy bitch.
It's like, oh, it's caught in an air pipe. No, it's not. Titanic. You know what? Despite having been in multiple committed relationships, no girl has ever made me sit through that 3-hour monstrosity. See, I might, you know, white knight for Rose, but that doesn't mean I want to watch the movie, okay? I don't want to watch the movie about the big boat.
I'm still chucking that decrepit old bitch over the side for throwing the heart of the ocean away.
Yeah, I can't do that because I believe in, like, freedom. So, as a native Texan, if it's your property, you do what you want with it. You know, you can't tell
It is her property. I do agree 100% with you that it is her property. She has the right to do it. But, and this is the big but. If it were you,
lie.
and you knew that, yes, and I cannot lie, no other general can deny, that if you had a piece of property that was your own, that could set your grandkids and grandkids up for life, would you just chuck it into the fucking ocean?
Well, that's a good question. You know, I wouldn't, but then again, I'm not the kind of person that, you know, would just randomly, you know, get together with a bum on a boat. You know,
I honest to God think that James Cameron didn't realize what he was doing when he wrote it. Because how much better would it have been if she died that night, but like left the heart of the ocean dangling like over her bedpost for them to find? Like, come on. That would have soothed everyone's conscience.
You know what's really funny though? You say that, and I mentioned this to my mother, and you know what her first response was? nobody's gonna get that necklace. It's gonna go to probate court, and it would, and they'd fight for it for the next 5 years.
You're right, but let's just pretend, okay? I mean, like, you know, they're looking for that thing the whole time. She had it the whole time, and then without anyone ever knowing she has it, she just chucks it into the ocean.
Yeah.
For an Irishman that she met the night before.
Yeah. I didn't say I agreed with her morally. I just said it was her right to have whatever she wanted. Okay, so
I mean, seriously. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna stop talking about it before I get us into trouble.
Now, 1 second. I just gotta mention, like, okay, so this was the one thing that everybody was going nuts over is like the Doomslayer smashing the Argent station, and it was treated like a joke. It's like, hey, humor in video game. We didn't really have that. It's a far cry from, you know, what was that game where like you flash fry a bunch of civilians? Oh, I can't remember it now. It's that. You like use some white phosphorus on some civilians, and it was supposed to show you like how you.
Homefront.
I don't think it was that one. Homefront's the one with the North Koreans.
Yeah. Oh, you Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah, Spec Ops: The Line. It's a far cry from that. You know, it's like I get that was Spec Ops: The Line to me is like peak edge in gaming, and I didn't like it. I don't like it. I like happy games, or like you shoot zombies or demons or whatever. You don't need to be like flash frying civilians. And so it's cool that, you know, with Doom, we actually had some comedy. You know, it's like this.
You must stop. The hell energy is unusable without the filters.
And see, like, with Doom Eternal, we know what Argent energy is. It's the tortured remains of a human being.
It is a perfect and unlimited energy.
And Sammy, it's not a perfect unlimited resource. Just use solar-powered satellites, you dumb ass. He doesn't even have an ass. So like, Samuel Hayden is not actually, okay, I'm going to spoil this for everybody if you haven't played Doom Eternal. Samuel Hayden is not actually human. He's a member of the Makers. And basically he gets shoved off into a robot body sometime after Doom the Dark Ages. The lore for this game says that he's like a third of a brain shoved in an 8-foot-tall killbot who never helps. You would think he'd be really useful to help the zombie, the demonic invasion, but of course he doesn't because he's a corpo bastard. But whatever. Let's see. And good job, Neji. Like I said, I've never seen Titanic. I have no interest in seeing the stupid boat movie. Don't see your throat was all that bad. But that's the thing. It's like, it's her necklace. You can chuck it if she wants. Let's see. Gone to an anime con, it was niche and not mainstream. You know, you could easily find, there's plenty of weird girls out there. I've dated 3 of them, and if I can find 3 of them without actually going outside, surely you can find somebody. Like, there's plenty of weird ones. You're not gonna find them like on a dating site, or you're not gonna find them like on Instagram. You gotta go out there, and they gotta be there. They're the hidden gems. You gotta be like a prospector, man, and you gotta prospect for titties. James Cameron was down in the ocean during 9/11? Wow. That's crazy. The boat hits the iceberg. I thought it like Godzilla showed up. But now, like, the thing about like Rose Tico and all the rest, you know, like for me, I don't really like romance movies in the first place, except for Moonrise Kingdom, because it all comes off as trite anyway. Moonrise Kingdom, though, like, that's the one time that romance actually doesn't look, like, really annoying. It's like, no wonder incels exist. But, yeah, it's like, I know that, like, I didn't even know that, like, the heart of the ocean was a thing in Titanic. All I knew was, like, there was the Rose woman, there was, like, a boat that hit a iceberg, and that was it. You know, that was it. I don't watch that kind of crap. If it doesn't have, you know, sci-fi, horror, action, something like that, it ain't something I want to watch. Because I don't attend musical theater. Had to tell Cameron about the towers. That is crazy to think. I'll never forget though, like since I was into aviation, I was like, how could you possibly bomb New York? How could you get through all that layered defense? And then they come find out there wasn't any layered defense. And like the fucking jets weren't even, you know, armed. It's like, oops. Because I thought like a bomber had attacked. It's like, really? Somebody got like a bear bomber through there?
The Russians cracked the ACS module, didn't you remember?
Bip. No, that was like 10 years before that happened. What about
Remember
Raise
the Burger Town?
Yes, never forget.
That's right.
What about
I've
Raise
fought in the great battles of Burger Town.
Yeah, so did I. I remember. I'd watch Raise the Titanic. I read the book, and it's pretty good. The book, I would imagine, is better than the movie. The book, for those who don't want to read it, was written in the 1970s by Clive Cussler. He's well known for his boat books. Gramps used to hate him. It's like Gramps used to hate Clive Cussler. It's like, oh, he always has to show up in his books in a boat, and yes, he does. Like Clive Cussler is a character in his books, and he does show up in a boat. But anyway, Raise the Titanic, the book, is basically like American James Bond. The main guy is named Dirk Pitt. And they want to raise the Titanic because there's like a special mineral on the Titanic that can be used to create like this sound weapon that can blow up nukes in flight. And America wants to use that to end the Cold War in America's favor. Which, you know, makes sense. I mean, you want to beat the fucking Soviets. The movie, as I understand it, changes that to where like Dirk Pitt like doesn't give the government the mineral because he doesn't want to change the balance of power. Fuck that guy. It's like, really? You don't want to take down the evil empire? Yeah, like Dirk Pitt is unkillable, and he's like, since it's got comic book time, he should technically be my grandfather's age, but I guess he's still like 20 or something. Maybe he's like 25 now.
Warning. Energy contamination at critical levels.
I did not know they predicted that. That's one of those design on disaster sorts of things. Oh, here's the new bastard that they created for this game. This is the Revenant equivalent. That bitch is hard to kill. Hell hath no fury like a female demon's.
Oh, they must have cloned my ex.
You know, that's a common joke, but even to this day, I never could do that. Could say that about any of my exes.
Oh, I could.
And see, that's why I'm glad I never talked to that many people, because you hear all the horror stories. That's why do you think you had extreme vetting? Any girl's gonna have even more vetting than that, so don't feel too bad.
Look, let me just give y'all a little insight into my life, okay? I'm a dirty city kid, and I'm what you would call any port in a storm kind of guy. And sometimes I've docked in ports, and some of the bar wenches come fucking screaming after.
And this is why I'm not a boat. I'm like a tank, a panzer. Wait, no, we're not gonna start. Never mind. I'll get in trouble for that one.
You've been making a lot of German references lately, I've noticed.
I know, I don't know why. You know what the funny part about that though is I could make a joke about like, well, I do have
gas.
Uh-oh, we're gonna get canceled for that one.
You know, you know.
Like, well, I do have a K98K, so there's that. I remember like during peak woke, somebody who was already woke as fuck, they tried to say was a newsie for owning like a K98K, Lugers, and a Volkswagen Kubelwagen. They tried to say that he was a newsie when in fact, no, he was not. He just liked German guns and cars.
Germans make the best everything.
Well, they make overcomplicated shit that mostly works. I like America. I'm America first, man. We make stuff that not only isn't overcomplicated, but works.
You know what I love about American engineering? We might not make the best shit, okay? We can admit that. We don't make the best cars. But, who else will stick a 900 horsepower engine and a fucking Jeep and sell it to you for under 100 grand?
I will say this though, we used to have the best cars though. We were the only game in town for cars for the longest time.
That's right.
I mean, people forget that, like, people in America had cars where other countries did not. You know, like, we had a lot of mechanics going into World War II. There weren't that many in Japan, just saying. Found the Seagram storyline in the book infuriating. I don't remember the book that well, Chaotic, just because I haven't read it in like a decade, but yeah. Oh, I think I meant to say Archvile, not Revenant. Oops. The K98K is a cool rifle. Getting it to actually hit where you want it to is not easy. Just because fixing any of those sights is not an easy prospect. It's not as easy as like a red dot, but I got that K98K for a mere $300 because the guys at the range didn't even know what it was. I was like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's a Kriegsmodell. It's not worth that much. A Kriegsmodell is worth a lot more because they didn't make as many of them. Not that they knew that. I kind of feel bad about that because I know exactly what I'm looking at. They have no idea. It's like, so I talk them down to a super cheap price.
I like how you were the I know what I got guy.
I know what I got. I didn't have infidel written on my hat, so I don't even wear a hat. Fun fact, I'm not a hat guy. I cannot wear a hat because I've had it described where I look like Clark Kent, and I don't want to look like that.
I can see you rocking a fedora.
I don't know if I want to do that. Only Redditors can rock the fedora. I'm not ready for the Reddit times.
Okay, you can laugh at me if you want, but like in the early 2000s, I had the Fred Durst backwards red baseball hat.
So long as you didn't do a fedora tip and say "milady" while saying atheism #1.
Dude, no. No.
So you've got plenty of dignity then.
I'm a sadist. I don't tip my hat to nothing.
All right, good. Milady.
Attaboy.
Let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Revenant in Doom the Dark Ages is pretty cool. It has an invincibility thing. So Doom the Dark Ages changes the gameplay quite a bit. It really focuses on the shield. And so like enemies will fire off projectiles and you can reflect them back if you get the timing right. And it works pretty good. So like the Revenant can go into the ghost mode and you can't hit him unless you like block his projectiles back to him. And it's a cool way of doing it. I like Doom. I like a lot of the stuff in Doom the Dark Ages. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. I like it more than Doom Eternal, I can tell you that. It tries some new things. Sunglasses guy. I wear sunglasses on occasion, like if I can be arsed to wear, you know, contacts, because yeah, I got bad eyesight. Always had it.
Ironically, I have so many sunglasses and I fucking never wear them.
So talking about like how dressing back in the ancient days of youth, there's a picture that exists of me that I think is like peak young General Lotz. It's from when I was 13. Now, believe it or not, as a very young kid, up until I was like maybe 13, 14, I had a full luscious head of hippie hair. Okay, like it was long. I was the long-haired country boy. And there's a picture that exists of me, and I like it because it shows like the logical progression of me. It's me with the hippie hair, a tie-dye shirt, ripped up Texas jeans, and a lever-action rifle. That is like peak young me. That lever-action rifle is a Henry Standard, or H001. So yeah, imagine like country boy hippie General Lotz.
All right. If we're gonna go down that route, I got a picture, and I will show it to you after the stream. Peak City kid, right? Wearing the black Adidas shirt with that silver necklace that everyone had back in the day.
Oh my god.
With the frosted blonde tipped hair. Not like boy band tipped, but like, you know, like... Christ, what's the word I'm looking for?
I know exactly what you're describing because there's a Drew Carey show that's old already, where like he gets like the blonde hair along with like Lewis and Oswald, and he makes the joke of like, we look like Hanson in 30 years.
Yeah, like I was totally not like a boy bander, but like if you didn't know me and you just saw the picture, you'd be like, oh my Christ.
Nice agnostic. But the long-haired country boy, General Lotz. I actually will take that lie back. I wore a fedora once or twice back when I was a kid. But I had a full suit on. With the no, I don't think it was a fedora. Maybe it was a trilby. I don't remember what it was, but it was a hat my grandfather had from the 50s that I wore to like a band thing once. I looked pretty good in it, I thought.
Fedoras can be a decent hat if you pull it off right. Trilbies are a little bit harder because you end up looking like a dork.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Chaplin wore trilbies.
I don't know. I'm not a hat expert. I'm not a hexpert. Come on, chainsaw it. Oh, I didn't get the animation. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, this game featured quad damage. This featured a lot of Quake stuff, which, you know, when are we ever gonna get a Quake game that's not some garbage like arena nonsense, or no multiplayer like nonsense? You know, it even has the proper Quake sound effects. It's just not fair. Like we had Quake 4 and then nothing for the last 25 years. There just ain't no justice in this world. General Dapper Lotz. Yep. And all bowler hat. Yeah, this game's alright. See, like, I'll be honest with you, I'm enjoying the stream, but, like, to me, the game is just kind of meh. I'm just kind of mehing this. I'm not really feeling it, you know? It just feels kind of generic. So, Mixom is in a lot of Doom games, is in a lot of id Software games. It even shows up in Rage. One wonders if that's, like, the one thing that carries across all the universes. You can't escape the Mixom. Bip. I do not wear sunglasses at night. Although, I don't doubt that if ever I was driving at night with contacts on, I might forget that they're on.
I wear my sunglasses at night. Corey Hart.
It's like, I know the song. It's a classic, but like...
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Would you believe I didn't know that was a song until 2015?
Actually, no, I would believe that about you.
It's like all this stuff that everybody knows. I don't know. I know what I know. I like what I like, and that's it. Because I'm a fucking lunatic. I'd like a Quake 2 styled game. That's my favorite. Third-person co-op shooter like Turok Origins. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I got my sunglasses. Well, that fell. I don't even know where that went.
I heard it fall too.
Yeah, I got my sunglasses. I like them. I'm getting killed by a mancubus here. We will die for the sunglasses. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna BFG him, but we are gonna chainsaw him. Oh, damn! I got burned. How did it get burned? How did it get burned? How did it get burned?
How did he get burned? How did he get burned?
I've never seen that movie,
Not the
but I know
bangs.
that. I've never seen the movie, but I know all the memes.
The Wicker Man.
Yep. That actually is a legitimate term, though, to describe somebody being blamed for something that they didn't do because somebody needs somebody to blame for something that they don't like.
Oh yeah, it's called Triple X Medic.
It used to be me back in the old days. Zap. Brannigan. Used to be me, you stealing my thunder, man. No, I'm just a nobody, man. Boogie 2988, yep. This is in his younger years before he gained a lot of weight. Because the mancubuses in Dark Ages are a lot fatter than in this game. Like, this is when they were on a diet. This is the diet mancubus. The diet Dr. Pepper mancubus. Yeah, this is the BFG edition song here. This is like the best song in the game. Like BFG edition, I've listened to that song a lot in the last decade. But I will say Doom Eternal soundtrack is better, even if the gameplay is not. Because the Wee Woo song is pretty badass. Subway diet. Oh my, that is going to be even more evil. Think about it. Think about it. I've not been to a Subway in at least 25 years, because why am I going to pay $10 for a sandwich? I can just make one myself for like $1 for less.
Last time I was at a Subway was when I came home from the hospital back in November, and I was craving a Subway sandwich, and it was complete shit.
I'm not surprised. Like,
Complete overpriced shit.
most of that stuff would be. Review Tech
$17 for
Oh my
one
God.
Subway sandwich.
Oh my goodness, that's insane. Who's fatter?
What happened to $5 footlongs?
That went with COVID. The Hong Kong flu has taken all of our good stuff, but we'll bounce back. Oh yes. Yes, we shall. We shall survive. Okay, we're an hour 30 in, and we are at this level, so we should be able to make it through like the first hell level before we call it a day. So that's a good quarter of the game. Yeah, right now, the stuff that gets the views on the YouTubes is all the quartering drama. That's all I see in the recommended now.
I refuse to watch it.
I mean,
Not
it's
out of
all...
respect for the quartering, but I just don't care.
Here's the funny part about that. You know, when I was having to work like 10-hour days and getting up at like 4 in the morning, I discovered a YouTube duo called the Kino Casino, and they were like making fun of quartering and other like lol-cal types, right? That was funny when you're like half awake, but now it's just all quartering all the time, and it's like there's only so much you can say about this guy. Okay, we get it. He's he's a loser, he's fat, and it's like when like there's one channel like just kind of banging on about somebody, it's all right, it's funny enough. But when it's like you have all these AI thumbnails of like the quartering looking really evil, it's like, why do we care about this guy again? Oh, I'm glad I'm not a drama channel. I was thinking about that this morning when I was at work. Are you gone?
Oh, I was just clearing my throat.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about this at work. Imagine if YouTube came out today. Like, think about all like the old YouTube stuff. Like when people discovered that Super Mario Brothers 2 was the American version was Doki Doki Panic. Imagine all the thumbnails. They lied to us. Did Nintendo? They kind of did that back then too, but it wasn't quite as obnoxious though.
Yeah, that's right.
It wasn't quite
What
as obnoxious.
secrets can be gleaned from this? Look, Luigi jumps extra hard, which means that Illuminati and Peach can hover.
Honestly, I quite like Peach in the American Super Mario Brothers 2 because she could fly.
I like to think that she's just farting so hard that that's just her levitating.
Well, I mean, they're eating spaghetti, so I can only imagine the gastronomic issues.
Oh dear God.
I'm just saying, I don't think
You
the
really
Mario
went
Brothers
there.
cook it the healthy way either. I'm sure they use tons of lard. They look like they use lard.
Do you remember the
Firehouse
Super
subs.
Mario Super Show?
No, it came out before I was
Wave
alive.
your arms from side to side.
Never went to Fire.
I
went to
missed
Firehouse
the
Subs once.
Super Show.
Salivating over just the rumor of the sequel trilogy being retconned. I mean, I like it to be, but like making all the garbage content. But yeah, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, that came out I think a year before I was born, so I was not alive to see it. Jersey Mike's, yeah, I went to that once. But here's the funny part about Jersey Mike's. The only thing I remember about going to eat there is not the food, but the fact that I had a colossal fight with the person I was with at the time. beforehand.
Oh dear.
So that's the only thing I remember. It's like, oh, the fight restaurant. Gotcha. I'm not gonna go just because I don't care about no sandwiches, but that's the one thing that pops into my mind. It's like, oh yeah, there's that big argument over nothing. That's most of my arguments with... People always hate on the whammons, but most of my arguments have been about literally nothing. So, yeah, make it make sense. It was over literally nothing. There it is. Don't even like the quartering, and I'm sick to death over hearing. Yeah, I know. It's like I see it all the time. Like you open up YouTube. Like, let's say you were to do that right now. Open up YouTube on my phone here. How long does it? Yep, there it is. Quartering blackmail Sydney, not Sydney Sweeney, Sydney Watson, whoever the fuck that is.
Sydney Watson's pretty hot.
I'll have to take your word for it. Does she look like Sydney Sweeney?
No. My only problem with Sydney Watson is she uses a stupid fucking ukulele as her intro. And she's one of those people that says, tell me your thoughts in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious.
Oh my
is this
God.
serious, or is this just a bunch of bull?
Oh,
Fucking
man.
hate that.
Because you know she ain't gonna read it, but I'm not. I
No.
don't read the comments, yes. But you know she ain't read no comment. She ain't read no
No.
fucking comments.
Nope.
Fight Club. We don't talk about that. Who would win in a fight, Quartering
No.
or Steve Hexenhammer? I don't know. They both die of a heart attack.
Now, I don't want to get too much into this because I don't know how much you want to divulge. But let's just say that Lauren Southern and Lauren Chen stand leagues above everyone else for me.
Wood. I have
Yes,
wood. No, we don't have
wood.
wood.
Oh, I have mahogany.
The anti-woke crowd annoys me. Well, yeah, they do annoy. They annoy because they say the same bullshit over and over again. And all
You
the
know
same
who else
thumbnails.
is actually kind of hot in a way? That's a conservative commentator. I might be saying her name wrong. I'm sorry, but
Go!
I want to say
Yes!
Brett Cooper.
Yeah, she looks like... She's got that face. The Butterfinger
That
face.
face.
I will not be laying a finger on her Butterfingers.
I'd lay more than a. Nah, shut up. Shut up. Wholesome stream.
Yes. But no, she ain't my type. She's annoying.
Yeah, something about her like dirty college years just kind of gets me going.
Ukulele
I like a
and
girl that was dirty in college but then becomes conservative later. I like that.
I can't stand anybody like that. You gotta realize, if I have high standards for just a video game, how high standards do you think I have for human beings?
Dude, my standards are literally only as high as the last drink I had.
Yeah, that don't work for me. I want it all.
Remember, dirty city kid,
Yeah.
not sheltered country boy.
See, that's the thing, though. It's not so much that, but you got to realize the kind of family I come from. I'm like the mild one, okay? We're all like super turned on. When I say turned on, I don't mean like in the.
Whoa! Hold up! Wait a
that's-
minute. Were you just about to admit something?
No, what I mean is like everybody's very intense about a lot of things. Like when I say turned on, I don't mean in the fun kind of way. I'm talking like everybody's like is laser focused on like success and stuff like that.
Yeah, the word family and turned on should never ever be in the same sentence.
I know. I guess I should regret that, but like, there's two different ways you can say turned on. You can say turned on and like you're, aroused in certain ways, or turned on and like, they're like completely focused on what they want to do, that sort of thing.
Nah, I get it. I'm just busting your chops.
And so like, my grandmother and grandfather, like they knew who they wanted to be, and they weren't gonna be just, sleeping around or anything like that. That was never gonna happen for either one of them, or my mother, or like especially me. Ooh yeah, I knew what I wanted since I was a youthful individual. But
See,
no.
I was the I'm what you call the black sheep of the family, the fuck up, the asshole. So I get a lot of leeway when it comes to, like, you know, my tastes.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've done well for yourself, so don't sell yourself short.
Well, it only took me goddamn forever.
Hey, you know, there's some people right now sitting on EBT, so think about that. And that's the thing. Anytime you feel bad about your life, just remember, you're not on EBT. Shoveling in
That's
another
right.
bag of fudge
I'm
rounds.
They're sitting on EBT, and I'm sitting on my PP.
Oh my, that's got to be painful.
Come on, that was funny. I made
know,
that
don't
up
worry.
right on the spot.
It works. It works. Yeah, those conservative commentators are usually fake. You know, it's what it is. But like, I would date a Lauren Southern. She's got that edge to her. Although she's probably not as innocent as she would appear, though.
Can you do me a favor, sir?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be the one to break this or divulge this, but can you explain to Agnostic what the BTGG is in your own way?
Oh, it's a big-breasted goth female. Although, to be honest, I'm somewhat more partial to emo than goth these days. Somebody that can... I need somebody to say that they hate all of humanity while liking one or two people, and that one or two people being me. And
I mean,
goth
don't
is...
get me wrong. I love me an alt girl, but, like, goth will always be my first love.
And, like, goths are more hardcore than a... Cause see, my kind of woman is always somebody who doesn't want anybody to be around, but you're the one person that they like. And I've done this on 3 separate occasions. What can I say? I'm very fortunate in that regard. Oh yeah, this is one of those annoying things where you think you have to go over here. Nope, you just gotta look up. That's better than any barnacle, gobbin. Fuck your barnacles. But yeah, most of those conservative commentators are nothing more than slot merchants. Because they always are talking about the same old garbage. Olivia Pierce never cut a deal with a dragon or any demons. I mean, the whole objective is to lie. One side of one head speaks lies, the only other speaks truths. Which one is it? Who knows? That's not meant to be sexual.
Speaks the truth.
Oh my. That's not meant to be sexual. That's a 40K reference. The greater demon of Zinch.
Well, why do you think mine was being sexual? Maybe I was just being facetious.
I don't know. Boom. So like, yeah, the girl in Moonrise Kingdom, if she was like in her 30s, would be my type. Not somebody I would never associate with someone who had a hoe phase. Like I would never do that. See, here's the thing. This is not something that Jedi would tell you. You know, like body count matters, of course. But how you got that body count matters just as much as how much of a body count you got. So like if you sleep around a lot, or like you go to the bar or the club or whatever, you know, whatever the normies do. Okay, that's bad. But like if you tried to have legitimate, you know, like relationships and they fail, then, you know, that's not the same thing. So like let's say you've got 2 girls each with a body count of say 10. You know, if someone has a body count of 10 by age 37, my age, then that's okay. It's like this is somebody who tried to have a relationship or something and it didn't work out, you know, and they are still trying, you know. Whereas if you've got a body count by age 18, you've got some problems and were probably had a very bad childhood. So there's a difference. There's a difference. But number alone does not describe behavior. It's how they got the number and when. 37. Clerk. Is that a Clerks thing? I don't know. I never saw Clerks. It's not sci-fi, so. Ooh. BFG 9000! It's over 9,000! Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which I never played.
Damn it, Silverwings. Now you got me wanting to watch Speed.
Okay. So, the hell in this game is kind of lame. I feel like it's just, as I said in the video, like a generic dirt planet. It doesn't look really hell to me. That's one clean burn in hell, I'll tell you what. But it's not really like a metaphysical plane of existence of all tortures and destruction. It's like some rocks. It's like, oh no, not the rock. There was some idiot.
You know,
maybe it was.
I think they modeled the hell here off of Portland.
No, Portland's way worse than this.
Ooh, that's a bold statement.
I mean, when the stream catches up to where I am, you'll see. Like, this is just rocks.
Yeah, I do agree that this was a lame hell. Like, where's all like? I mean, think about the movie Event Horizon and that awesome like murder porn scene.
Yeah. Well,
where's that going on in the background?
Doom 3 had that. You know, Doom 3 had it. Like, it was a metaphysical concept, not just dirt. And yes, PC Mikey, you know where it's at. And sorry, Cyrus, I have no idea why you're being censored. I mean, it's YouTube, okay? It's like they got an AI algorithm that's trained on idiots. So, hell, Michigan. No, this is not nearly as bad as that. But yeah, I would never like get together with somebody with a hoe face or anything, because like we wouldn't have anything in common in that regard, you know?
You're friends with me, and I had a hoe face.
Yeah, but you got over that though. You became.
Did I though? Did I? Okay, maybe I did. I got a little older.
It seems like it more than anything else. And here's the thing: you're not constantly talking about like. I would not want to be with somebody who is like, oh yeah, I totally did it in a bathroom, you know. And also, you're my friend. I'm not dating you. I'm not into the whole musical theater thing. Okay. I'm not.
Thank you.
I'm not. Ooh, can I get myself in trouble if I said I'm not a? I'm not Myron Gaines. There's some rumors that he plays for the other team. I'm just saying. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If he wants to play for the other team, that's fine. But it does explain a few things.
I'm glad that you feel that way about me. Because
So,
I have done it in a bathroom.
okay,
Many
well.
bathrooms.
But see, if I was dating a girl
Many.
who did that, I was like, no. But then again, you know, I did do it in a changing room once. So there's that. That was quite fun.
Dude, okay, look, I'll spare all the details. But I told you where my first time was.
Yeah.
How fucking romantic was that?
Yeah, that's, you know what? It happens, you know.
Cigarette butts and beer cans. I mean, just absolutely mwah. Peak romanticism.
Meanwhile, after mine, it's like homemade, you know, fruit smoothies in the suburbs of Californistan. So.
yeah. We went for Crystal Pepsi afterward.
I mean, I'll tell you this. That was a very fun and very happy memory. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Kalamazoo after midnight. Yep.
This is the dirty stream, everybody.
Is there's a history of failed relationships? There's still a pattern with that number that should be taken. Yeah, there's that. There is that. There is that. And Doom 3 did hell the best. Yep. You know, like goth is also just something that it's a look, you know. You could find the most conservative Christian girl that wants to dress like a goth just because they think it looks cool. So, yep, the Santa Claus was bringing snow to all the good little boys and girls. Now that's a life that got turned around. He went from that to, you know, Tim the Toolman Taylor. Tim the Snowman Taylor. That's how he got that house. And here's the thing. For the 90s, that 2-story house with those 3 kids, he had to be pulling in money. Okay. What the hell? Why'd this pause? He had to be pulling in money because that was an expensive house. Honestly, I'd love to live in a 2-story house.
Tim Allen is one of my favorite Hollywood stories ever. From what he was doing before he was an actor to where he's at now is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know what happened to him before he became an actor, look it up. It's amazing.
And also, the Tim Allen character, the Tim Taylor character in Home Improvement is kind of based on him, just without all the cocaine. Like,
Yeah.
Tim Allen's father did legitimately die when he was young. That's got to be rough, you know. That's got to be very rough.
And he's wholesome. Like he's one of the most wholesome actors. Like, he doesn't have like a big chip on his shoulder. I respect that.
Yeah.
I can't stand actors or actresses that like get popular, then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, fuck my fans, I hate them." Like, bitch, they made you.
I always will say that I'm a big fan of the guy who played Colonel Klink. Werner Kemper was his name. At age 80, he went on like, I think David Letterman. David Letterman! Talking about how he loves the fact that people know he's Colonel Klink. It's like, yeah, he knew where that money came from. He knew. Yeah, if you want to join, Chico, you got like you got like less than 20 minutes. But yeah, if you want to join, you can jump in. Well, see, like, not Crisis, Cyrus, you're not, when like, meeting people, it's not a matter of, like, having to sift through people. It's just whoever you find in, like, your local environment, or you end up being in the same place at the same time with.
Cyrus, I can recommend a really good app for you for finding that, what you're looking for.
I mean, hey, so you can try it, but I'm not an app guy. I tried that once before, the app nonsense, and it's like,
Ooh, oh, I'm so sorry. I have to say this. Do you remember last week when I alluded to a specific app where like you can like pretend play with like AI?
yeah.
And you know, it's not designed to be, but yet everyone makes it sexual immediately.
I mean,
I might have broken another AI.
Oh god, no. Well, you know what? Good. We're gonna have the Bubble Butlerian Jihad.
Look, you can't have open AI with no restrictions around me, okay? I will corrupt it.
Yes, and that's how the Bubble Butlerian Jihad began.
Seriously, do you remember Tay AI? It's
No.
Tay AI for me 2.0.
I've never even heard of that.
Tay AI was this AI model that was like open source that used like learning, and within like hours she became the most fucking based AI ever.
I mean, we got Chico in the house for like 5 minutes before I have to get off. But hey, whatever. You made it.
Yeah, I didn't know you were streaming today.
Yeah, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
No, that's why you sound like...
He's on his Nokia Sidekick.
Well, I wasn't gonna stream, but Medic was like, "Oh, you gotta stream, come on."
Yes, you can blame me. That's fine. I'll accept that.
I got you. I'm at work right now.
Oh. You're at work, man. Now you're gonna get in trouble. It's like, how dare you join a live stream? You're supposed to be like building shit. Slow cook chuck roast. Wait a second.
Yeah, they don't care.
No. It must be nice to work in a union state. Because I live in a right to work state, and they can fire you for any reason or no reason at all.
It's unfortunate.
Yep.
The right to union. Although unions have their problems.
I have a union, and I am not joining that fucking thing.
You don't want to put Jimmy Hoffa in an oil drum?
Nope, and I'm not paying those bullshit union dues.
The only time I ever belonged to a union was when I worked at a grocery store, and I had to pay union dues, and they were utterly worthless. Now
There are people here, and I will not air their laundry, but let's just say they're all lazy fucks, and they can't be fired because they're union.
Yeah. I mean, I hear the horror stories, especially in places like California, you know, like they just don't show up and you can't fire them.
Exactly. They don't show up, they won't work their shift, or if they do work, they won't do anything, and you end up like, in my profession, if you're not pulling your weight, somebody fucking dies.
Yeah. It's what it is.
I worked at UPS and they were a union, but yeah, there was one person who didn't show up for like 6 months and they still couldn't fire them.
Oh, that's just wrong. Well, Anthony Jordan, I mean, welcome to the club. I mean, I had that same thing. I mean, 2 Californians and a New Zealander. So, yeah. It's just humanity. Oh, the humanity! At least I never dated any humanities. Think about it.
Or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
Hey, do you mind if I drop the name of that AI thing in the chat, by the way, since I'm not affiliated with them?
I don't know if that's really a...
I don't want to say it on stream because I don't want to plug it, but I'd rather just type it in the chat.
I don't know, just put it...
Leave it.
Just post it on Discord.
Or the-
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Anybody who wants to go to an AI place where you can break the AI and have a fucking hysterical riot, I'm gonna post it on Discord after the stream.
Oh, you want to plug the AI, do you?
Well, I'm not. Yes, yes, I want to plug the AI, but I am not affiliated with them. I am in no way sponsored by them. It's just the thing I found, and there are no restrictions, so you can literally break the AI. You can jailbreak the AI and like have the most based AI like conversations ever.
I mean, AI can read
Now
the stats.
remember, it wasn't designed to be naughty, but everybody uses it for that purpose.
Oh my. Look,
Because it's what people do.
we need to have a bubble butlerian jihad. I'm just saying.
It's what people do. The second there's any piece of technology that can be used for anything, somebody turns it sexual.
Bubble butlerian jihad. Burn the thinking machines.
You know what? Is this what the General's Army is all about? Because so help me Christ, I'm becoming a drill instructor.
Well,
Oh,
we gotta.
Gotta get that.
You have to smash the AI, smash the machines.
Now, a sexy Skynet I can get behind.
Burn it with all the fires of doubtfall. A jump.
Do you want me to just put it in the general, like, channel?
Yeah, I guess go ahead.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, this used to
Discord.
chug bad back when this came out. Like right in this area, like it was not happy. I would like to know more about the development of Doom 2016. Like, why was it so buggy on launch?
I mean, to be fair, when you made the review of it way back when, it did still look pretty good on the software, the hardware that you had back then.
Yeah, but it still barely ran though. Like it chugged bad. It was bad. And Cyrus, like, anytime you have a job that makes money, just be happy, okay? That's the thing. Like, yeah, you want to be able to use that accounting degree, but at the same time, when your bank account goes up, that's good. When it goes into negative, that's bad. So, if you can't find something immediately, at least you've got money coming in. So, money good, not money not good, unless you want to go like on EBT.
Hey, Medic, I'm gonna send you something later.
Ooh.
It's a website called dataannotation.com. They have stuff on there that you can use to make money, and one of the actual categories is what was it? Accounting. So you got to do an assessment, but if you pass the assessment, they give you stuff you can do to earn some money.
This is interesting. Where the hell am I supposed to? Okay, there we go. We're almost done with this level. I keep thinking the song. I keep thinking the chorus in this level. It's gonna start singing. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes. You can get what you need. I hate that song. I hate it. Because there was a time, ladies and gentlemen, when I was going to a gun show and I was looking for a specific firearm and that song came on the radio and I'm like, uh-oh. Are they not going to have it? Are they not going to have it? Thankfully they had my Mosin. So, the song lied. Also, oh, we got the iron helmet from the Skyrims, which is garbage and no one uses.
Speaking of that, I was watching some of your older Alien and Predator videos because I'm kind of on that kick right now. Watching those movies again. And I was watching your Alien 3 The Gun video again.
Oh my god, that's almost 20 years old now, you know.
Yeah, but the funniest part of that video is when the alien gets up and walks to the right, and you were saying something about that's the Achilles heel, that battle droid, they can only look to the left.
Yep.
Still my favorite part of that video.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, that's one that I have a lot of happy memories of making, because I made that right before I went to that family Christmas party that we used to go to.
I sent that video to a couple of my friends. I was like, yeah, I think you might like this video, especially
Awesome.
this part right here.
That's one of those games I found randomly on MAME that I had no idea existed, because I never saw it back in the ancient days of the 90s.
If you still remember how to get it running, can I get your help with that tomorrow?
Sure. It's not that hard. You're gonna have to use MAME. It won't work on that Techno Parrot.
Right.
Because it's too old for that.
Yeah, there's only the only games that work with Techno Parrot are the ones they actually have on the list.
That's what I thought. So the new Baron of Hell isn't bad, but he looks too generic. The Hell Knight looks exactly like the one from Doom 3, which I like. And they haven't really changed it afterwards. One of the things that's kind of funny about, like, Doom Eternal, though, like, okay, we can beat the crap out of this zombie. We can beat him up. We can bully him. In Doom Eternal, you can literally be beat the shit from the weakest zombie. It's so stupid. Like, Doomslayer, you can shoot him at a planet, but a weak-ass zombie can beat him up. Get a finished motion for a good price. You can't get them for a good price anymore. Like, if you wanted to get a finished motion for a good price, you needed to go back to like 2015, and yeah, at that point I had no dollars
Taking
even
you
less.
back to the past,
Yes.
where
to
the
get
price
rifles.
of guns didn't suck ass.
Yes. The finished motion. Quick,
You know,
jump!
that makes me wonder why so many games fetishize the double barrel shotgun.
That's a good question. I mean, it's one of those things that, I guess because it's two booms, I don't know.
Here's something I want you to think about real quick. I heard a lyric in a song that I used to like. And in the lyric, and I want you, when I tell you it, I want you to tell me what's wrong with it. I have the double barrel pump. The sawed-off double barrel pump.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Now, I remember I used to say, like, how could you have a double-barreled pump-action shotgun? Technically, such a thing does exist, but you couldn't saw it off. The DP-12. The double penetration 12.
I was just going to say the DP-12, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Because it didn't exist yet when that song was made.
So clearly they don't know what they're talking about. But then again, since when do random music people even know what a gun is, much as how it works? There's an old song from the 70s I'm a big fan of. Gator McCluskey. It's from a movie that no one remembers because it was garbage. And one of the lyrics is, hammer pulled back on a 12-gauge pump. Such a thing does exist. The Winchester 1897.
Yeah, but that's a very, very niche gun. Like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't what he was thinking when he wrote that.
Probably not. Okay, it's time to do some zappy time. Come on, where's
Before
the Baron?
you wrap up your stream. Can I tell you one of my biggest pet peeves about guns in movies and television that I can't fucking stand?
Yeah, go for it. You can do it now.
How many times do you watch movies or television shows where the heroes are about to go meet up with the bad guys, and they have this big epic like confrontation showdown where they all meet in like this big warehouse, and everyone all at once pulls their guns and they start chambering bullets? Like, not one of you thought to fucking chamber around before you went into a possible shootout?
You would think, right? Oh yeah,
I understand that that's more dramatic.
Yeah.
You know, to see everybody chamber and go into battery. But no. If I'm going to a possible shootout, I want to know that I have one in the pipe.
See, if you're French, then then military doctrine was to chamber it before you go into combat, so. But that's the Frenchies.
I mean, and look, an unchambered gun is fucking useless. I mean, you might as well be holding a paperweight.
Yeah, and you know, there's still people today who'll say like, oh, when you carry, you shouldn't carry with one in the chamber because it's dangerous. Like, oh god, please.
Look, everyday carry is acceptable for not chambering around. Most people don't go to work thinking that today I'm going to get into an epic shootout. But if you're like a cop or like, you know, an FBI, somebody whose job dictates that you could run into a situation, maybe you want to keep one chambered.
You think. And Cyrus, the reason why guns are so expensive, they're really not, for one. Like, ARs are like $400. Used to be they were $1,200 easy, if you could get one, so there's that. But the reason why they can be so expensive is taxes, supply chain, etc., etc. The same thing as like everything else.
Don't forget, every time they introduce a bill where a possible new restriction comes, everybody wants to buy a gun before the bill goes through, so they jack up the price.
Yep. You got a demand and you got a supply.
That's right.
All right. Dr. Sammy, I'm not sure I really appreciate you rubbing the Doomslayer sarcophagus there. That seems a little suggestive there. I mean, like, I don't think Doomslayer's gonna like that. It's like, that's a bad touch. It's bad touch. Oh, right, lads and lasses. It has been a Doom 2016 10-year anniversary live stream. Holy crap, where did the time go? I don't even know. I'm escaping from my computer. There we go. All right, so next time we're going to be streaming some more Battlefront 2. But until then, I have been General Lotz.
And I am Triple X Medic, officially 600.
Yay! I think, and Chico has muted himself. So goodbye from Chico as well. And next time, yeah, or whatever makes